Very kind. Welcome. Welcome, one and all. In here, out there. Welcome, everybody, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. My fellow Americans, I come to you tonight with the sobering news that our nation is at war with Oregon. It's Warrigan. How did we arrive at this dark day? I don't know. But when was it, Saturday? Saturday morning, Donald Trump posted, "I am directing Secretary of War Pete Hegseth to provide all necessary troops to protect war-ravaged Portland." Yes, history will never forget the Battle of Portland, when we freed the citizens from the tyranny of overpriced donut shops and white ladies with dreadlocks named Raindrop. Wow. Thank you. Wow. Thank you very much. Make it some... Really? Here we go. Throw my hair out into a cape. Of course, this isn't our first war with Portland. We've all seen the classic war movies like Full Flannel Jacket and All Vegan on the West Side Brunch. Portland residents were surprised to find themselves at war with their country. And to undercut Trump's claims, they posted images like this beautiful park and this open-air bakery stand. That does not prove that they are not at war, however. Remember the stirring Vietnam protest song.
A delicious quiche at the farmer's market.
Oh, the pipes. It's the pipes, man. They grab you.
You know what I mean? Right there. He put it right there.
One of the justifications Trump has continually used for sending troops into our own cities is to protect ICE facilities. And there was a protest outside a Portland ICE building the day that he announced with 4 protesters. In fact, for most of the day, the only protester was one man in a chicken costume. It's chaos. There are reports that the chicken crossed the road several times. And authorities are still asking why. So what the cluck is going on? One extremely credible theory is that Trump watched a single Fox News report earlier this month, which mixed current video of smaller anti-ICE protests with video of much larger protests back in 2020. Supporting this theory is that when Trump spoke to Oregon's governor, Tina Kotek, this weekend, she told him there was no rioting and no need for troops, to which he said, "Well, wait a minute, am I watching things on television that are different than what's happening?" Yes. Yes, you are. Apparently, good guy, y'all.
Hey, man.
Apparently, Trump thinks everything he sees on TV is real. Next, I'll be sending troops into that building in New York where only murders happen. Martin Short is Antifa. The president, he isn't just falling for fear-mongering Fox News stories, he's also falling for the most cuckoo banana pants health flim-flam on the entire internet. This weekend, he posted an AI video about a fake cure-all device called Medbeds, which, according to far-right conspiracy theories, are futuristic medical pods that can cure any disease and even regrow limbs, and which supposedly the American government has access to. Well, we all know that's not true. If the government had the power to regrow limbs, Trump's hand wouldn't look like a banana you forgot in your backpack. Of course. Say it again.
Hey, say it again.
Of course, since it's a right-wing conspiracy, they're saying that these miraculous med beds are something liberals have been hiding from the American public. Busted. It's true, I have a med bed. I'm actually 153 years old. If I slept in a normal bed at night, the show would look like this.
We've got a great show for you tonight. Conan O'Brien is here. I'm going to ask him a question.
To be clear, I have a great makeup team. To be clear, the starting point for this post, the part that is least bizarre, is the magical medical beds. Okay, that's the base code. That subject is just the plain rice upon which we're about to pour the crazy sauce, because it gets way weirder. Here's the AI video featuring fake Lara Trump that the president posted.
Breaking now. President Donald J. Trump has announced a historic new healthcare system, the launch of America's first medbed hospitals and a national medbed card for every citizen.
Every American will soon receive their own medbed card. With it, you'll have guaranteed access to our new hospitals led by the top doctors in the nation.
What in the ever-loving, angel-dusted huff rag is that? The president, say with me here, the president of the United States posted an AI video of a Fox News report that never happened, featuring a fake version of himself saying things he never said about a magic foot-growing-back body pod that does not exist, all reported by an AI anchor of his real daughter-in-law. After watching that, I hope they have med beds so I can regrow my brain back. Do you understand? Do you understand how crazy that is? Is this working? It really helps. It really seems like Trump saw the AI video of himself and thought it was real, which means he also thinks in 2020 he did this. The best, I tell you, it was the best debate we had. He said, build back bongo, and then I was a snake charmed by his ancient rhythm. Now, Trump rarely takes down any posts, no matter how crazy they are. But in this case, Trump later deleted the video after it was up for about 12 hours. I wonder which staffer drew the short straw on that one. Mr. President, I see you posted about medbeds, is that the word? I see you posted about the medbeds. What say we take that down and we put that in your special top secret file along with your idea for a hamburger woman hybrid that can't get pregnant? Okay? Special sauce. So. So, Trump sending troops to a major U.S. city and simultaneously losing all touch with reality. But you know what? Things could be worse. And they are, because Trump is also destroying the Justice Department. Because, fun story, on Thursday night, bowing to pressure from the president, former FBI Director James Comey was indicted on 2 charges. That is chilling. If Trump... Yeah, chilling. If Trump can indict a former FBI director, anyone who has ever stood up to Trump has to worry about being thrown in jail. And I will fight that with every fiber of my being, or my name is not Jimmy Fallon. F-A-L-L-O-N. Come at me, bro. No, it ends here. Where's my tie? Keep in mind, this comes after Trump singled out several enemies in a public message to Pam Bondi posting, "What about Comey, Adam Shifty Schiff, Letitia? They're all guilty as hell." The U.S. attorney who was originally assigned to the Comey case refused to indict because the investigation evidently didn't turn up enough evidence. So Trump fired him and pressured Bondi to appoint new U.S. attorney and Maybelline Terminator Lindsay Halligan. This appointment of Halligan, who has never prosecuted one case ever, was so rushed that the internal Justice Department email announcing Halligan's arrival misspelled her first name. That wasn't even the worst misspelling. The document came in letterhead that said, U.S. Justin's Depoopment. Depoopment, yes. Peabody, please. So far, Halligan is not doing good. because the grand jury voted to indict Comey on only 2 of the 3 counts that Halligan originally sought, so she drew up a second list of indictments that only included the 2 that they did indict him on, but somehow both of those documents were filed with the court, which meant that 2 versions were published on the docket case, to which the judge said, "So this has never happened before." It's never great when you present your case and the judge's response is the same they'd have if the prosecutor was a golden retriever. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm no lawyer, but you know who is? Trump's former defense attorney, Ty Cobb, and he doesn't think this case has much of a chance.
I don't see any way in the world that, Comey will be convicted, and I think there's a good chance because of, the wholly unconstitutional, authoritarian way that this was done, that the case may get tossed out well before trial.
And Ty Cobb knows what he's talking about. Not only was he Trump's lawyer, he also used to represent the great and powerful Oz. We got a great show for you tonight. My guest is Conan O'Brien. Join us, won't you?